Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova and I am so happy to see you today. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. I know it is not Monday, but just a little bit past Monday. As I'm filming this, it is actually like 3 a.m. on Tuesday, I think. So I'm a little late. Let me make sure I'm in the right loops on this. I'm going to crochet and chat a little bit. I'm going to show you guys those last makes that I made from the Whimsical Stitches book that I told you guys I was going to show you. The Under the Sea themed makes that I have for you, or that I have to share with you. And then I'm also going to show you guys some pickles. So if you did not see my last video, you actually might not know, but I have my first vendor event coming up next month, and that is going to be the Pickle Fest. This is the first time that this person is hosting this Pickle Fest. She posted in one of our like area groups for like the area that I live in about how she's been to like several semi-local pickle fests and been really disappointed with them. Like they just didn't have very much actually pickle themed stuff. So she really wanted to do like a really pickly pickle themed festival, and I thought it sounded so fun, and I don't know, like her excitement and passion for it kind of spoke to me. And I love pickles too, so I've always thought that going to a pickle festival would be cool. I've heard of them before, and they were always something that like if there was one nearby I would definitely go kind of thing. So I was like, okay, this is my sign. She was like posting about looking for vendors and like who would be wanting to come and do stuff that's like pickly. And she was talking about, you know, food and drinks. She was like, maybe we could have like a beer, like a pickle beer, and like I don't know, fried pickles and like all these different things, you know, like relishes and pickle jams and pickled different things and stuff like that. And I was like, I technically put this on upside down, but I don't think it's a big deal. Oh well. I was like, ooh, I love this. And I messaged her and I was like, okay, so I love this, and this is going to be my first time vending, so I don't, you know, really know what I'm doing. And so I've been in talks with her, and I'm like I said, well, and this is a rambling video, but this was like a very distracted me rambling while attempting to crochet at the same time and not looking up enough. So I'm just going to kind of fast forward through it and give you guys a really quick summary. But basically I was telling you guys I'm planning on making pickle keychains and emotional support pickles and little jars of pickles. And I want to try to find some plushy yarn to make some like bigger, cuddlier pickles. And yeah, this was basically just me very slowly and distractedly and painfully to watch going on about that stuff and being way too distracted. Not good at multitasking. Like, you guys know what I'm saying? You picking up what I'm laying down? I feel like I'm not looking up enough to keep crocheting on this while I talk, but I was just like, I'm working on this. I'm just going to turn on the video and start filming and chatting with you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and move some things around so that I can get to what I wanted to show you from that Whimsical Stitches book, which I do not have in here right now. It's actually still in the other room from where I was filming out there the other day. So I think if you guys are interested in the Whimsical Stitches book, I've shown it in my last two videos, and then also like I mentioned in those videos, I do have a book look on that book, which means a video that's just all about the book where I like flip through it. I show you guys what kind of stuff is in it. I tell you like how the patterns are written, you know, things like that, like kind of like a review and an in-depth look at what you'd be getting if you were to purchase the book. It is not my book, so of course I don't show you guys patterns, but other than that I show you like all this good stuff that you might want to know about a book, about a crochet book. And then also I will link in the description the Amazon listing for the book in case you're interested in getting one. But I did make two of something. So obviously, I did do these kind of different than they did in the book because I double stranded them. All of the patterns in the book are done with worsted weight yarn. So the other ones I did do with worsted weight yarn, and I did like make them look like hers. I did the little faces like hers and everything. But these ones I went like a little different with. I double stranded, and actually for these ones I triple stranded because I also brought in a sequin strand. So some of them don't have it because there's actually sparkles in this yarn. There's some like mandala sparkle in here that I'm using, but not all of these yarns are sparkly. This yarn that I used for the bottom of my jellyfish is not sparkly, so I grabbed some sequin yarn and double stranded that with it. So I used a bulky yarn, like a 5, and then double stranded for the other ones to make that same kind of weight of yarn. But this is my first jellyfish, and I broke out some of my biggest safety eyes. These were ones from that little kit that I was gifted a while back from Etsy, the little like mystery eye kit. So I've been saving them, and I think that they're so pretty and that they are like perfect. So these ones are purple. They go with, you know, my little purple and pink kind of themed jellyfish. And then I also made a blue one. And I double stranded mandala sparkle for these, for both of these. And along with another, I think mandala cake. And what I did was I double stranded together the blues out of it for this one. No, I actually triple stranded. Sorry, I actually triple stranded these. But yeah, so I did blues for this one. This actually has 3 different colors of blue. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. The like more greenish sort of color blue is the one that's the mandala sparkle, and the other 2 are just like regular, but like a teal and like a darker blue. And I did the same for the tentacles or legs or whatever you want to call them. And then I used this like really mermaidy looking colorway that I have for the bulky yarn for the bottoms of both jellyfish. For this one, I used the same yarns, the teal and that darker blue, but then I switched to the other end of my mandala cake and went to the pink. So the blue and the pink are actually both from the mandala cake. But yeah, so, and then I used purple safety eyes on this one, and I used like the same eyes, but they're like an orange and blue and green and yellow. So they were the same style and same size, but different colors. So I thought it was perfect because I had 2 pairs of eyes and I was making 2 jellyfishes. And then I hung them on little strings so that they could hang up. But that is the aquatic make, the under the sea make that I was referring to. That is from the Whimsical Stitches book. So those are the finale of the things that I've created so far from the Whimsical Stitches book. I mentioned it also before, but I will just really quickly remind you guys that there is a crochet along going on with those over on Craftably Ever After's channel with Cassandra. She's doing a like all around the world Whimsical Stitches book like crochet along. So if you're interested in participating in that, head over to her channel to see more about it. And in the first video where I was showing you guys my Whimsical Stitches stuff, I went into more detail about that, but I'm not gonna like go into a whole spiel about it every single time that I talk about this book right now because I talked about it a lot. The other thing that I have to show you guys is some pickles. So far I've made some smaller pickles, and then I've started working on like, I would say like a medium-sized pickle. Some of these are like tiny pickles, and then just pulled my crochet hook out of my project over here. There we go. 2 of these are small, 3 of them are tiny, and then I'm working on a medium. So here's my tiny ones. Got some tiny little pickles, like sweet pickles, or what are these called? Midgies or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. These aren't the kind of pickles that I buy. My mom does get these sometimes though, so I remember the name of like the little sweet pickles. I prefer dill pickles. I'm a dill pickle person. But I wanted to make some little ones, and I'm going to put these ones in jars. Whoops. So I'm not following a pattern for these. This one I wanted to try to give it a little bit of a curve. So I did like some increases and decreases as I was going. And then this one is just a little bit more straight. little bit different sizes because I wanted them to be like real pickles where they're not all the same. And then I did this little one that's actually even a little smaller than these, and it has a nose and little kawaii eyes. My sister said that it looks like a VeggieTales, and I was like, oh my gosh, it literally does look like a VeggieTales. I can't decide if I like the overhead light or not right now. But that's the little one that she thinks looks like a VeggieTale. And I will insert some pictures that I think show these a little bit better. But I have these little ones, and then I'm getting some jars from people, and I'll show you guys what they look like once I get the jars. But I'm pretty excited about it. I thought having some like little jars of pickles would be cute. I'm thinking I might do like, I don't know, I feel like I should do like Lucky Pickles. And I'm like, should I do Lucky Pickles in the jars and like try to put Lucky Pickles on the label, like do like a fake label or something, or write it on the lid, or should I leave them completely blank? Should Lucky Pickles be like maybe the pickles that are on keychains or something? I don't know. And then I did this pickle, which I think is really, really funny. He looks like he's just like straight chilling, you know. Yeah, so I had these eyes from that mystery eye kit that I got, like I said, like a while back. It was someone on Etsy sells like mystery eye bundles, like little mystery bags, and someone ordered it for me on the channel, and I had like some of the eyes I've been kind of hanging on to for special projects, and these were one of them that I thought were so funny, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are like very like memeable eyes, perfect for this pickle. And I gave it like a little, you know, V mouth. He looks like he's just like, yeah, bro. Like he's just chilling. And then I experimented with a pickle with like the little pickle bumps on it that pickles have. I was calling them pickle warts while I was making it. So I was experimenting with that. I think I did like a bobble stitch sort of, but I only did 2 double crochets in it for these ones. And then the medium one that I'm doing, I did with them with 3 double crochets, you know, and then I pull the loop back through the top of the first double crochet. But I think that they're a little too big on that one. So I think that, you know, even for the bigger pickles, I don't want to go quite that big with the little bumps on it. But yeah, so right now my plans are for the pickle festival. I want to do, I'm going to make a pickle Rick. Somebody had mentioned that in the comments, and I do definitely plan on making at least one pickle Rick, just because I like Rick and Morty and I think it's funny. I think Pickle Rick was hilarious, and I definitely want to make one of those. I plan on making pickles of different sizes. I want to do keychains. I want to do some pickles in jars. I want to do some of those like emotional support pickles, and I've seen like pictures of the ones that they sell on like Temu and stuff, you know, how they sell crochet on there. I've seen that they have emotional support pickles that are probably about this size with like faces on them, so you know, more comparable to this one, with faces on them, and then they hold like a little piece of paper with like a cute little rhyme on it for being like an emotional support pickle. So I'm like, should I make them that size, or should, like, I don't know, in my mind an emotional support anything would be like bigger and soft and huggable. So I'm like, I don't know. I do want to like print out some cards or like handwrite some cards or something to go with the pickles in general, and like if anybody buys a pickle, they can just pick a card and do like little pickle puns or like the emotional support pickle like catchphrases, because I literally have so many pickle puns that I can do. I'm even gonna make like an angry faced pickle and do like an angry pickle pun. Angry pickle pun. Pickle pun is fun. A fun pickle pun fun. Oh my gosh, it's a fun phrase to say. Say it real quick. It's amusing. But anyways, yeah, so I'm making those, and I'm currently double stranding for the same yarn that I made all of these ones out of. I'm currently double stranding to make like a bigger one, but like I said, this is just like regular acrylic yarn. It's not like all soft and cuddly, so I do want to see about getting some green. I have some green plushy yarn, but it is not the right shade. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think I'm like perfectly sitting where you cannot see it, but it's like really pastel green, like super light pastel green, and I'm like, I don't know if it's dark enough to like really read pickle, So I'm gonna have to see if I can find some plushie yarn or some blanket yarn before then that I can get. I don't know if I'll be able to get any before then. Finances are super, super tight right now. I don't know if I told you guys, I don't think I did actually, now that I think about it, but our truck completely is dead. So you guys know how I've had like we've had a really rough year as far as our truck has gone. It has been in the shop 3 times. It has been thousands of dollars, and now it's having engine problems, and it's like, it's not drivable. So we're gonna have to get a new vehicle, and we do not have the money for it. So that's cool. Cool times. I don't remember if I mentioned that to you guys or not. So we're just like not in a good boat right now. Hubby did go back to work last week, which that's the reason that I took a little bit of time to post this. I was actually going to post it on Friday, but things have been a little bit chaotic, you know, with him going back to work, and like the beginning of the year, of the school year, is always like a lot of stuff going on with like training courses and new routes and plans. And then like we had a couple of birthdays in the family that fall around like the end of July and beginning of August. So that's what we were doing over the weekend and stuff. So we've just been busy. I think that's about it for like a little update video. I'm looking around. Oh, and like right now I'm literally cycling between crochet projects. I'm working on so many things at one time. I will have to show you, or I will have an update enough to show you this thing that I've been working on. I'm like halfway done with it right now, the crochet portion of it. So I'm working on the other half of it. And then also hubby decided that he wanted to customize a vest, and he has been crafting over the weekend. So that was really fun. He's adding spikes to this vest. And he had me sew like a big back patch onto the back of it. So I had to do that also. And my finger was hurting. Oh my gosh, this morning I woke up and I get like trigger finger in this finger, which if you don't know what trigger finger is, it's where like you'll go to like straighten your hand out. I actually have it like a little tiny bit right this moment. I pretty much always do have it at some varying degree, but like instead of just straightening out, it gets to like a point and it kind of snaps forward. My hubby finds it very disturbing. I've had him like put his like fingers right here so he can feel how it like snaps. But I woke up this morning and my finger would not bend. I had like some severe trigger finger going on, and like I could bend all of my fingers but not this one. So that was an interesting development. This is my issue with having all of my hobbies are hand based, and I'm right-handed, so I try to take it easy on my hands, but like everything that I like to do requires me using my hands. So like I like to game, I like to do computer stuff, I like to craft, I like to crochet. Like literally everything I do, I use my hands for, so I need to treat them with love and respect, but I also use them. But yeah, so I think that that's a pretty good update on like the life and craftiness of what's going on right now. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this. It was a very rambling video. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, guys, I hope you have a awesome rest of your night and awesome rest of your night or rest of your day or whenever this is. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are taking time for yourselves, making sure that you take time to do something that you love just for you, not for anybody else. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.